welcome back to another Axel 72 video, and it's a pleasure to be joined here today for an interview by Kieran Molloy. Kieran, how are we, man?
Yeah, I'm good now. All good. Got my flight announced today, so yeah, everything's going well. Just looking forward to getting training camp underway.
Indeed, yes, it's been a great day for you, and seemed to time this interview quite well, getting the fight announced just as the interview is today. And I suppose, what's the general reception been so far?
Yeah, all good. Very positive. People are just looking forward to both following the journey now again. It was put on pause for a while, but no, there's good excitement, good buzz around the place, and yeah, we're just looking forward to getting the ball rolling again.
Most definitely, and just for anybody who may not know, am I right in saying you're a 25-year-old welterweight who's 7-0?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 7-0 fight knockouts now. So yeah, just looking forward to my eighth fight now. Keep active. You know, that's the main thing now this year is to get out as often as possible. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Of course, and a question which I always like to start off with, to go right back to the very start and to ask, why did you start boxing?
I just followed my brothers down to the local boxing gym in up there. We used to train out of the community centre, so my dad was our coach as kids, running the league. So yeah, I just started off at 5, pretty young, but yeah, look, it's been my life really, I suppose. But yeah, I fell in love with it straight away. Boxed all around the world, sort of all around Europe, and yeah, just had a lot of fights, and yeah, I love the sport.
Of course, and so I suppose, could you give the audience a bit of a background from your amateur times?
Yeah, 220, 221 fights, over 200 wins, and 11 national titles, European world medals and stuff. So been around the block, as they say. But yeah, the transition into pros has been quite good as well. Fought in Ireland, UK, and America, so getting good experience. But yeah, just ready to push on now.
Mm-hmm. Of course, and I suppose, the final question about your amateurs. Do you look back upon that time, that, like you say, you got around the buck in that time, but do you look upon that back quite fondly?
Yeah, look, there was difficult times as well.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, very positive look back on. Look, I got a lot of experience, met a lot of friends along the journey, and yeah, it was good apprenticeship anyway to get me settled for the pros. And yeah, look, I've had some great memories, winning national titles. So as a kid, that's what you start off to do, is to win national titles as an amateur. And thankfully got the opportunity to do that and win them. So yeah, it was good.
Most definitely, and I suppose maybe to an extent, do you feel like that kind of amateur background going into the pros maybe added a little bit of pressure onto you?
No, not pressure. If anything, more confidence, because you know you're fighting the best guys in the world at nearly every multi-nation tournament you go to. When you're on the national team, you know you're fighting other national teams all the time. So uh, yeah, look, it's most of the guys I'm going to fight now these days wouldn't have the amateur pedigree, I suppose, that I had. So good confidence going into this as well. Although it is a different sport, but definitely stands to me, I feel.
Of course, and I suppose when you made your pro debut, it was on an amazing card, Catterall Taylor 1 card, I believe, and I suppose to an extent, are you used to fighting under the lights and with on big stages now?
I fought in Galway that time last April, this time last year, so just dealing with the added pressure and expectations, you know, will definitely stand here. That's where I want to be is on, you know, main events on big fight nights. So picking up this experience on the road is always good as well. And yeah, just keep on fighting on good slots on big platforms.
Most definitely, and I suppose, like you mentioned, you boxed in lots of different countries, and in the pros so far, I mean, you boxed in 4 different countries, I believe. And are you happy with the multiple different opportunities that you've gotten so far? Not always you see fighters get these type of opportunities, but are you happy with them so far?
They've been okay. Look, a lot of opponents were coming in overweight, and I
Mm-hmm.
suppose I wasn't too happy with how it's being progressed, which is why I made the change. I wasn't realistically I should be 11, 12 and 0 by now, but yeah, look, it's like I said, we have a fresh start now, and it's all about activity for me this year.
Mm-hmm. Of course, and you've just signed on with GBM Sports, and it's been a great announcement from them, and I'm sure on your side it's been received very well. And is it something which you've just been very excited to get going?
Yeah, look, been back and forth speaking with Al Siesta and Izzy
Mm-hmm.
alongside Duncan. So yeah, it's been very good. Great guys to deal with. They have very good vision and structure in place for myself, and yeah, they're just really good people to work with. So I was delighted to sign a contract the other day in the gym, and yeah, it won't be long now before we're out under the lights again.
Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm going to touch upon that in just a moment. But for yourself, like you mentioned in your career, you've had your own type of frustrations that you've had to deal with so far, and obviously it can play a factor. But what would you say currently is that of your main motivation to keep you excited, to keep you enjoying the sport?
Title fights this year, probably go in for an 8 rounder in my first fight, and then we'll start moving into tens.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I want to be the best welterweight in the world, so I'm going to have to start taking tougher opposition, bigger fights, title fights. Just keep on growing in this sport. I know it's not going to be handed to me; it's going to be hard work, but it's something I'm willing to take with both hands. Is this opportunity? So yeah, just looking forward to getting it going.
Mm-hmm. That's good to hear, man. And of course, like I mentioned, fight been announced April 20th, and it's on a pretty stacked GBM card. I was surprised to see some of the names that are also featuring on there as well. And I suppose so far, just to start off with, how's preparations been going through?
Yeah, all good. Yeah, look, we're training all year round here at Loughborough University. Got a great stable of lads to train with: Richard Riakfor, Fraser Scar, Ezra Taylor, and Sergio Garcia. So it's a really good gym to be involved in. Very competitive. We all Ezra fought last week, but we all kind of have fight dates now
Mm.
penciled in. So yeah, the gym is flying it. Training under Angel Fernandez and Jason Allen. But yeah, preparation is all year round. Really, we don't stop.
Mm.
So when the time comes, we're definitely ready.
Mm. Of course, and I'm personally not based too far away from the Loughborough facilities, and you hear a lot of people around here kind of talking about how good like I mentioned, the facilities are, and is it something which you enjoy being at, and is it an environment that you love to be around?
Oh, it is. Yeah, look, it's got some of the best athletes in the country. Just the lifestyle and everything around the university is good. Like everybody works hard. They all have a goal, and that's to be a better version of themselves. Like everybody's training hard. There's always something coming up to prepare for. So yeah, it's a really good environment to be involved in. And yeah, like I said, our gym as well. Like we all want to be the best at what we do. So it's a fantastic place to be.
And just like you mentioned last night, Ezra Taylor went. He won. I interviewed him afterwards, and it was from getting his first title. And I don't know if you saw his performance, but if you did, what did you make of it?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, look, he's coming on a lot, and I think that's the first belt of many. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully he can get the full Commonwealth title, and that'll be great for him and push on to bigger and better things. But no, Ezra trains really really hard. Very disciplined. He's obsessed with the sport like us all. But no, I can see him going on to do big things in boxing.
Of course, indeed, I do as well. And for yourself, and possibly for anybody who may not have seen you fight before, what would you say makes yourself interesting as a fighter?
Suppose I like hard hitting, aggressive southpaw.
Mm-hmm.
I think good fan friendly style. And yeah, just everybody tune in, come buy tickets, and come watch me fight, and you'll see.
Yes, of course. And I mean, you've been getting stoppages so far, and sometimes you see prospects coming up, they try and not lose their O, and they try and just tip tap their way around wins, and you haven't really been doing that. And I suppose it's credit to you, but do you know that you kind of have to give the fans a show when you fight?
Well, the fans just, I suppose they want to see knockouts, don't they? But it's not always going to be like that. In our preparations, we train 2 rounds over whatever we're supposed to be fighting at. So if it's an 8 rounder, we're 10 rounds fit, or if it's 12 rounder, you're 14 rounds fit. So we always have that in the back pocket if we need to use it. But yeah, we always train to knock them out if we get the chance. So you've got it because it could be you. If it's not him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Of course, and I suppose you're not going to want to overlook anything at the moment, but I'm sure, like you've kind of mentioned, you've got these big aspirations. And how far do you believe you can go in the sport?
Yeah, I think I've become world champion. Definitely, that's what I'm doing it for. You've got to believe that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no point doing it if you don't believe it. So all I need is the opportunity. I'll take care of the rest. So I've been given an opportunity now with GBM, and looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Of course, and the question which I like to ask any fighter who comes on here and has these kind of big world title type ambitions is, what would be that of a dream venue for you to main event in?
I suppose back home in Galway, there's where Connacht Rugby train and where the Greyhounds run. It would be a really good stadium to fight in. I'd love to have big title fights there going forward in the future, or possibly Pierce Stadium as well. So, somewhere in Galway though for sure. That would be my dream world title.
No, it's amazing that you want to kind of go back to your hometown. It's great to hear, of course. And I did want to touch upon one other fighter who you kind of mentioned, who's also in your stable, who's got a fight coming up, is Fraser Clark. Fraser Clark, Fabio Wardley, a couple of weeks time now. I suppose, how's Fraser been looking?
Yeah, really good. Yeah, he's very sharp in the gym. Been working really hard now over the last, well, since Christmas really. He's been really putting the work in. I think we're going to see the best version of him yet. Tough fight, very tough fight for him. You really have to look at it as 50-50, but we're all expecting Fraser to get the job done in good fashion. And I'm looking forward to it. He's a great lad to train alongside in the gym. Uh, and he's always very good for advice and stuff like that as well. But he's improving all the time. Still early days for him yet, but I believe he can go on to big things as well in boxing. So I'm fully behind him for this fight.
Good to hear. And I suppose with his fight being a big domestic fight, it's one which has got a bit of a back and forth element to it. I'm sure you're not really somebody who is wanting to, call people out or anything like that, but the element of a big domestic fight, is that something which does excite you for the not too distant future in your career?
Yeah, definitely. Look, there's a couple of sort of welterweights coming up through the world ranking system now. Now I'm a bit behind myself, so I have to get onto a higher level first. But look, like myself and Paddy Donovan will probably be a big domestic fight in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But I just have to bring something to the table first, and but it'd be great if we could do that for a big title in the future. Myself and Donovan in Ireland would be class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be an amazing fight. And I appreciate your time here today, Kieran. I'm going to leave with this final question, which I always like to ask anybody who comes on. Basically, just going to open up the floor to you. Anything you want to promote, anything you want to shout out, anything like that?
Suppose just a big thanks to my sponsors, Cookery Sport, 7 Bar in Galway, Think Up Meals, Celtic Traffic Management, and Kingdom Steel. They've supported me since day one. Fantastic people. And I suppose just everybody who's buying tickets and tuning in and sending me messages is always very humbling to get. So thank you.
Amazing stuff, Kieran. Well, hopefully, within the build-up of this upcoming fight of yours, I don't know if I'll be there fight night, but within the build-up, hopefully I'll be out there, and hopefully I'll be maybe able to catch you in person if you'd be up for it, mate.
Perfect. Good man. Thanks very much.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, man. It's been an absolute
Yeah.
pleasure.
No